Today we are looking at keeping your nitrocharges nice and clean. This pair we've been wearing for a few weeks, and after the last game they've got pretty muddy, so we're going to clean them up. The first thing we do is generally tend to leave them to dry out after the game rather than trying to wash them straight away. One little tip I've got for you is you just grab a plastic bag and put your boots in it there. Then when you bang them out, all your mud that's falling off is going to end up in the bag, well, most of it, rather than in your sink. And then you can just throw that out, and this is just real easy to pull off. Bits of grass on there, and yeah, so it comes off most easily if you just let it dry out first, and then we can worry about bringing it up to a good standard later. But if you've got the time, just let them dry out naturally. Now I'm going to introduce a bit of water into it, and especially on the nitrocharges, you can go for the energy sling here, and you can get it nicely cleaned up. Okay, so you're just kind of agitating it a little bit. You can really see that energy sling. Sorry about that, stand out. Now, interestingly, on the nitrocharges, this mesh here, you get a lot of mud in there, and you really have to use a toothbrush to just try and agitate it out. The stripes themselves come up really easy, so they clean up really nice, but it's this mesh, which is the protective mesh, but it's just not something that you come across on a lot of boots nowadays. So you have to kind of agitate it, and then once you get it a bit wet, what I tend to do is then you put cloth on it, and then that can pick up what you've agitated out of the mesh. Because you don't want to soak the boot. And then you're just kind of wiping it, and then that's what I do with the rest of the boot anyway, is you want to come in and you top bit comes up real nice. I mean, look at the shine on that already. Looks like a brand new pair of boots already, isn't it? So I'm just using the cloth. And just rubbing it very gently, not doing too much. As I say, when you get to this mesh area, just agitating it slightly. It's just water, it's nothing else, no soap, no other kind of detergents. I'm just being quite gentle with the boot really, and just agitating the areas to get out that mud where it's set in. And then coming across and just wiping it over afterwards. But it is an issue, the mud getting into these mesh areas. It's not like a synthetic boot where you can just wipe it clean. The mud is going to get stuck in there. Areas like the heel counter here, which is just all plastic, and you can just rub that clean pretty much. It's really coming up nice and easy. Well, you're probably going to get pretty bored of watching me washing a boot, so there isn't really any tricks apart from just lever off any mud you can, and then just agitate it with that toothbrush if you need to. The worst thing is the flicking of the mud from the toothbrush can kind of get everywhere. So look at that, you see, cleans up nice pretty quickly. Starting to see the energy sling there. Your nitrocharge logo and all that kind of good stuff. These are going to look like a brand new pair of boots pretty soon, so yeah, I'll crack on. One thing on the sole, if you have got a lot of mud to get off, and you just try and make sure you don't get the whole boot wet, but you can just run the water over it. That's coming out real nice. Look at the bottom there. You know, it looks great. This is the sort of stuff that will keep your boot in tip-top condition and you don't know what the conditions are going to be like the next time you play, so you're going to want to make sure you get as much traction as possible to get your boot back to as it came to you, you know. But there you go. One pair of nitrocharge 1.0, pretty clean. Just wipe off anything else, and these are going to look great when they dry out. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. Probably not of me washing boots for a while.